guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen and today I am doing my Bookish stats video. Everyone's been doing these videos. I love stats. I've been tracking my reading statistics all year using Brock over at Let's Read's spreadsheet that he is kind enough to post every year. So we're just going to get right into the numbers. So in 2018, I read a total of 129 books. I didn't quite get to the 130. My goal was 100, but like I wanted an even number, but oh well. The total number of pages that I read is 51,550 pages, so pretty good amount of pages read for those 129 books, which means that my average book length was 399 pages, so about 400 pages per book, which is pretty good. Like, that's pretty good average page length, I think. My shortest book that I read was The Grown Up by Gillian Flynn, which was 64 pages, and the longest book that I read was Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, which was 1,248 pages. So pretty huge difference there. In terms of page counts, I ended up reading 2 books that were over 1,000 pages long during 2018, 16 books between 500 and 1,000 pages, 31 books between 400 and 500 pages, and 50 books between 300 and 400 pages, and then between 200 and 300 pages I read 21 books, and then under 200 I read 6 books. So that would be like novellas and graphic novels, though I don't think I really read that many graphic novels last year. I think maybe like 1 or 2. So I basically average out to reading about 10 books a month, which is about normal for me, I guess. There were some reading months that were not very good at all, because in January I read I think I read 23 books in the month of January last year, so like I read a lot, and it was a good like boost to the start of the year, good start to the year for me. My average star rating ended up being 4.0, so like 4 even. I ended up rating 26 books 5 stars, 78 4 stars, because, you know, I like a lot of the books that I read. I'm really good at picking out books that I know I'm going to like, so there's that. I read 19 3 stars, and then 4 2 stars, and no 1 stars, but not counted in the 129 is one book that I did DNF, and that was The Enchanted by Renee Denfield. I just couldn't get into it, so I DNF'd it. Since about 2012, I've been reading a lot of YA books, so this year was actually a lot different, because I ended up reading 60 adult books, 53 YA, so I read more adult books than I read YA books this year. I also read 3 middle grade, 3 children's classics, and 2 new adult. So that's not too bad. It's about half adult books read and then half non-adult books, which is pretty good. In terms of like the type of books that I read, I ended up reading 29 hardcover books, because a lot of my books are hardcover, 20 paperbacks, 20 ebooks, 50 audiobooks. So yeah, I did listen to a lot of audiobooks last year, which really helped me out a lot, like, I'm not gonna lie. And then 3 ARCs, which I ended up getting at like BookCon 2 years ago, so I'm trying to work my way through those. And then there was, unsurprisingly to me, because a lot of female authors, there was 54 female authors, 38 male authors, and 29 that was both, or an ensemble of authors, like not specified, so there's that. And then I did manage to complete 10 series, which was my goal for last year, so I'm pretty happy about that. And then as for genres, this didn't surprise me at all, because I knew I was reading a lot of fantasy last year. Obviously, like, I was reading a lot of bigger books, which tend to usually be fantasy. I read 58 fantasy in 2018, 13 sci-fi, 11 thrillers, 22 contemporaries, 5 historical fiction, which is really disappointing to me. I want to read more historical fiction this year. 4 classics, which probably is about normal for me. 2 paranormal that I wasn't sure if they should be, like, if they were urban fantasy or um, science fiction for like steampunk or whatever, and 4 nonfiction, which is up from 2017's nonfiction where I read like 1. So I'm pretty happy with what I've read in what I read in 2018 and my statistics that I have here. Let me know down below if you've posted a video with your stats. I really enjoy watching them. So if I haven't already watched it, I'm gonna come watch yours because I just really enjoy seeing like the breakdowns and the numbers that everyone has. But yeah, that's what I have for my statistics. Let me know down below if you have what your longest book was that you read this year and what your shortest book was, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!